Hi guys, I'm Mackenzie Condon. First of all, I want to say sorry. My voice is a little raspy. I'm just getting over being sick, and I hope you guys can deal with it and not be too annoyed by how raspy it gets at some points. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that, so let's begin. My topic is going to be the history of soccer. My purpose here is just to educate you guys, whoever watches this video, with the history of soccer and like where it's come from. I have three main ideas. I have the BCs, the 1800s, and the 1900s to the present. So 3 different main points there. Excuse me. Soccer has become known as one of the most popular sports in the world. Wherever you go, you've met someone or you've seen of someone who has played soccer once in their life, or like at least like touched a soccer ball at some point. Soccer is very diverse and it unites a lot of different soccer players and a lot of different teams. It brings together rivalry countries onto the field together, which is like honestly a great thing. It creates bonds, rivalries, fan bases, and like so much more other than that. Soccer is played by over 250 million people in over 200 countries. By the Europeans, they call it football, which is a little different for us, as we call football a totally different sport, the one where you tackle people and not the one where you play with your feet. So that can get a little confusing at times. But other than that, both games, the football and our soccer, have included kicking a ball into the back of the net. And yeah, so let's talk a little more about the BCs. During the BC, soccer was officially not named soccer. It wasn't officially grounded in like all together like it is today. So historians have explained that there are resembling games of soccer that they played. Soccer was being played in Japan, Egypt, China, and Greece at the time of this. They explained that there weren't very many rules, so you could elbow and you could push and you wouldn't get very much repercussions for it, which if you did that now, you'd be in a lot of trouble. But back then, the object of the game was to get a ball into the back of the net, just like it is today. The game back then was played by soldiers to keep them in shape for when they had to go to war or if they had to be ready in case of an attack. So this limited the game. Women didn't play for many, many years to come. And men only really played if they were soldiers or if they were like selected to play. This brings us into the 1800s. Around 1848, the foundation of soccer was officially drawn up. In 1857, the Sheffield Soccer Club was formed, which means that was the first official club that was formed, if that makes sense. Like, it's a big step for soccer, as like that was the first thing to be formed. A couple years later, James Charles Thring then devised the actual rules for soccer, meaning you couldn't push and shove people at your leisure. If you did, this would result in a foul. Then you would have to put the ball down, give it to the other team, and they would end up having a kick for it. He then said that you couldn't touch the ball with your hands. So if you touched the balls with your hands, then that would result in a kick or a throw-in from the other team as well. The only way you could touch the ball with your hands is if you were the goalie, and then even then you're restricted to an 18 box in front of the goal, where that's the only place you can touch the ball with your hands in. Say if a goalie picked it up outside of that box, then that would give up a foul, which would give the other team a kick as well. You also had to stay in the perimeter. The perimeter of the field is outlined in white. There's white lines all around the field. You had to stay inside of those. When it goes out, you get a throw in, so it's pretty simple. But yeah, he devised those rules, and that was a huge step in the game. Progress was being made. A year later, the Football Association was formed. This was huge. They had the responsibility to oversee all the games at any level. So the YMCA leagues, the middle school, high school, college, pro, international, they had to oversee every single match that was being played. They had like the ground rules for all of it. next, in 1886, the International Football Association then helped William McGregor found the first football league in the world in England. That happened in 1888. 1886 to 1888 is when it was found. Sorry about the confusion. So that then moves us on to the 1900s. Starting in 1904, FIFA was founded in Paris. This is one of the biggest foundations soccer has ever known. If you know anything about soccer, you know FIFA is like the main club. FIFA stands for the Federation International de Football Association. It's a governing body of world soccer. It's literally the basis of soccer. It was founded in Paris in May. It has representatives from Belgium, Denmark, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. England ended up joining the following year, and the FIFA now has 209 member associations and is the largest organization. So